former president, Dr. Koroma, in office. Also, we see yesterday them being get press statements where them pull. Also, they say the former president, Dr. Koroma, not get any intention for contest any national office again, and also in order for take up position in party when at the All People's Congress APC party. Well, following know Usai all this come out and waiting at the reason for get this press statement, we get on the line now the special assistant to former president Dr. Koroma, Wena Sheriff Mahmoud Ismail. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Salon.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
All right, firstly, let me just know why on be need for issue a press statement yesterday for say former president Dr. Koroma not get any intention for go back for national office or for continue for be leader na the All People's Congress.
Well, maybe this is not so anything where for be a surprise. This is just a normal procedure based on the former president's activities, and repeatedly he doesn't make this position clear. He doesn't indicate that he's on his way out. And but as you would know, the dynamics are always different from what's in the happen within and what's in the happen outside. And but he reached a point now where he need for come back and just reassure and prepare the minds of the party and the leadership and supporters that this decision where he don't indicate, he don't tell them it is coming very soon, because we don't engage on several reforms and activities don't go on, and we are almost getting there. So even though some people still feel say for still on, but I think he don't do assignments well, and he need for prepare the minds of the leadership and the membership for look forward to a new leadership in the APC.
So as we start for talk about in leadership na the APC, in the outgoing chairman and leader, and we be done there so much we don't come from the party, some fractions them they say they want for let old people and we don't take so long na executive position them take the back seat so that young people them go take up positions them na the APC. This gets anything for do with President Koroma not vying again for be chairman and leader for him party?
This story relates to President Koroma in particular, because like I just indicated to you, as far as in concerned, that one was a foregone conclusion. He's made that decision much earlier than now. He didn't just try to accompany the party to go through the challenges we're going to get, and if you say at this point he's satisfied that we are on course. So those calls not being there for anything with the former president himself or the outgoing chairman. His own decision was clear from the outset, and was just a fulfillment of what he did not say.
We also don't get information from some members them na the APC say them get certain people them again where we don't go meet former President Koroma for tell them for continue for be chairman and leader, because according to them people and say them believe say na in the only person we go able for shape them party for they able for take up power back in 2023. How former president been take this?
Well, as a leader, he always open to the views of your membership. You always accommodate everyone and listen to them. And so he been careful do that for listening to what they therefore say. And he appreciates the fact that people still want them for stay on. But of course, as a leader, and one of the distinguishing features of a good leader is to went for left, and went for left, and in as much as he appreciates the views and the calls from other members for less still, I think he don't make the decision that he has to do.
Waiting former President Koroma make up of all the issues we don't happen within the APC. When the members them we don't take the party to courts where you reach a situation about a year to elections up till now, seeing any way the APC party for don't do where they're not able for do it. How in as former president and self the current chairman and leader of the party, they take all of this for ensure saying them party then in order ahead of the elections?
Well, as you know, the day plan is different from the day of battle. And the things will keep coming. And so it's a natural phenomenon that things will always come into play, will go affect or shift dynamics. And it's not a new thing. And that's making the try for accommodate the party for go through those challenges. So, there are formidable challenges. And in every human organization, there must
Hello?
And bound to be some main ways some people are not. No two living things are exactly the same, not even the twins. So the important thing is when those bottom line reality. Hello, Mabel?
We be they get you be they coming broken. So apart from the fact say you say former president, as soon as don't state and at the press release on a poll yesterday for say you don't get any plan for take up position again at the APC, no national position. We they cancel about the national, but still na the APC party. This indecision get anything for do with pressure where we they say they get from internal and external factors them for make it just quit national politics and they na in backyard and do whatever I want for do?
They're very close with President Koroma, very, very close with him. And I'm not aware of any such pressures. I don't know who's trying to get your own information, but as far as I know, I mean, there are any pressure, and this decision has been made long before this time. Like I say, the need for accompanying the party onto his stage, and he believes that he's gotten to that stage.
Former president now, person where they refer to as statesman, and he don't lead this country for about 10 years. So how he plan for protecting legacies, being that he want to take the back seat at this stage?
Well, I think it's not a matter of referring to him as a statesman. He is a statesman, and a distinguished one at that. And in legacy, there's no need for threat for defending legacy. He don't do what he therefore do. He don't serve in country. He don't lead in. People are, like you say, people are still appreciate. And the fact that they are still going to talk to him and say, please stay on, is an indication that they do appreciate. So I think the best thing to do is to believe in him, for really mobilize and stand up in defense of his legacy. And there are many ways they can do that. Maybe we'll get to that when we reach to that bridge for discuss those issues.
So getting to that when we reach to that bridge, since it come on up in 2018, people not on the year like come out for talk like a statesman where it be on national issues. What's the reason for this?
You get several channels of communication. You media person, the different channels in there. There are sometimes where you need for public. There are sometimes you have to do what you have to do in the back channels. And as a statesman, you get for way the both channels and make a decision as to which one they serve them best. And I think he's been doing what he has to do.
So going into the elections, people go for the CM come out openly, they support anybody where the APC party go get for end up put as flag bearer.
Like I say, when we get to that bridge, we'll go cross them.
Before you left, we waiting at the message we they send to supporters and in fans them where we be done they see the print t-shirts and even cap them where they know they wear say they want to make it come back and continue Usa be done left. Waiting at the message to them set of people in there.
I will just reiterate what President Koroma on tell them that he appreciates them call. He appreciates that the fact that they still want him. He appreciates and he thanks them very much. And then you encourage them for look forward to the new leadership because the party got enough human resources, the strength and to organize itself and to move on. So in support of him, in support of his legacy, in support of what he did do, therefore need for support the party for move on to the next stage.
It's many thanks to you, Sheriff Mahmoud Ismail, the special assistant to former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma. As we be on the phone, they talk about seeing them when they put yesterday a press statement with them release for say former President Dr. Ernest Bai Koroma not get any plan for continue for be chairman and leader at the APC and also in order for contest any national position. Well, as soon as you from am, they go get for the update the public as and when necessary as to waiting former President Koroma go get for the do, especially where the country they go into elections and if they don't rule the country for 10 years, where people expect to get a lot of experience for share with people where they come into governance.